Ladies and gentlemen, Nikki Haley is calling for the pardon of Daniel Penny, who straight up murdered Jordan Neely on the F train in New York. And they were upset about what Don Lemon said. Okay, remember, it was only a few weeks ago she was talking about Joe Biden going to die. This is just unbelievable. So, Nikki Haley, who's running for president, calls for New York governor to pardon Daniel Penny in Jordan Neely's fatal murder. A Republican presidential candidate, Nikki Haley, has called on New York Governor Kathy Hochul to pardon the Marine veteran who has been seen in a video murdering Jordan Neely in a fatal chokehold on a New York City subway. This was on May 1st. Neely, a homeless subway busker who performed dance routines in costume as Michael Jackson, was pronounced dead after Daniel Penny put him in a chokehold for about 15 minutes on a subway following a verbal dispute that escalated into an altercation, according to police. I was reading just a day ago, they said Jordan actually cried just before he went silent. I mean, it's so sad for real. So sad. The video showed two other subway riders appearing to help restrain Neely. In an interview on Fox News Tuesday night, Haley urged Hochul, a Democrat, to pardon Penny. No questions about it. She needs to pardon him right away. It's the right thing to do. She argued that it is Penny's blood to defend and protect as someone who had served in the military. Isn't it amazing how they're only concerned about certain people in the military, but not all? Okay, you know how many stories I have read in my lifetime about Black veterans being murdered? All right, moving on. This is what Haley said. He saw danger, referring to Penny. He was trying to protect himself and other people on that subway. And the idea that Bragg would go and indict him this way without an investigation, without any sort of grand jury, really what I think needs to happen. Ellie also accused Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg of letting street crime happen all over the city of New York. Criminals will continue to rule the streets of New York because they will know that there's no accountability for anyone who tries to stop them, she said. Boy, she's really going hard for those political points, isn't she? Nikki Haley don't have a chance in hell with ice water to win the presidency. Okay, she's not even ranking at the top. Ugh. And if she pardons him, that sets a right on a lot of things. It'll put criminals on notice. And it'll let people know, like Penny, who really were very brave in that instance. Coming up behind somebody and putting them in a chokehold for 15 minutes is brave. Okay. It will let them know that we've got their back. Penny was arraigned on a second-degree manslaughter charge that Neely's family suggested was too lenient. A lot of people feel that way. They think it should have been murder, not manslaughter. Neely's attorney, the family attorney, said he suffered from mental illness after his mother was murdered in 2007. Yeah, they did say he did get far worse, his family members after his mom was murdered. Mm, mm, mm. Juan Alberto Vasquez, a witness who partly captured the incident in a footage filmed on his cell phone, told NBC New York that Neely got on the subway car and began saying he was hungry and thirsty and that he didn't care about anything and he did not care about going to jail. He didn't care that he gets a big life sentence. Okay. How is that threatening somebody saying that you're hungry and thirsty? First of all, it's not a crime. You can tell he's mentally ill. It's not a crime to be hungry and thirsty and even express that to people. It's not a crime. I mean, that's not putting your hands on somebody. And just because he said these things, he didn't physically touch anybody. Neely also said it doesn't even matter if I died, according to Vasquez. The death of Neely has sparked a national debate with people denouncing, you know, um, vigilantes and some politicians demanding officials do more to address homelessness, mental health, and violence on subways. And that's the truth. They know what goes on subways in New York. And it's just like everything else. They don't do nothing to remedy the situation at all. But they know what's going on and they know what's happening. And, I feel this is sickening. Nikki Haley is a politician. The whole time she was in office, what did she do about crime? That's my question. What did she do about crime in South Carolina when she was the governor? Is there still crime going on? Was there crime going on when she was sitting in office? I think this woman got a lot of nerve. I never heard about all this big improvement in crime when she was the governor. Did anyone else? Especially those of you that are my subscribers and live in South Carolina, did she make a difference in lowering any kind of crime in South Carolina? Because I sure have not heard that about her, and I never heard her have a reputation for dealing with crime when she was the governor. But y'all, they wanted to drag Don Lemon over this woman. Ooh, the nerve. The nerve of you, CNN. The nerve. And I remember doing my video, the last video I did on her, she came right out talking about Joe Biden gonna die. Joe Biden gonna die. Nikki, you can do you, but at the end of the day, I really don't think you're gonna even come close to being president in this country at all. You know, the 2 Indian Americans in this race seem to be the harshest when they come down to the things that they say. I just find that quite interesting. Their points of view and the things that they stand up and say. You know, these are immigrants that came to the country, and it just goes to show you how deeply these folks are molded and shaped before they even get here, and how they're raised and what they are uh, taught to believe when they're being raised. It's just real interesting. But y'all, especially my people in South Carolina, please tell me what you think in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. peace family.